And now we're on a more aim-centric map, which is scary because everyone in Complexity seemingly was hitting all their shots.
Yeah, it is. It is a scary prospect. I'm just looking at the stats, and obviously, aside from Obo, who had a quiet game, I want to say on Vertigo, he's only had 8 kills. All the rest were completely activated. Rush and Poison 17 and 18, and then you have the two Danish powerhouses with 23 on Blame of 23 on Config as well. So firepower-wise, everyone very much activated on the side of Complexity, and on a map like Vertigo, where it did look like tactically Endpoint knew what they were doing, it wasn't enough. One of the problems they run into was, in my eyes, Surreal on the B-bomb side. He couldn't really handle his position. That was really hard for him to handle the push from Complexity. Now, we'll see if that's the case on Mirage. In any case, Complexity will start on the CT side, and Endpoint will attack. 2 smokes, flash and a Molotov for Endpoint, and what looks to be probably an A-split.
Looking like it. Flash towards mid. Poison in middle. Ooh! One taps Robin. As soon as Robin gets that molly out of his hands towards window. Now this is where things get awkward. The Poison coming towards CT. Rush will meet up with him. They have a kit. A smoke as well. And the trade-off is Endpoint getting in towards jungle and getting murder hole control. Surreal just has some bait and stay alive with his P250. It's planted for the long flank if it wants to come through, but they're hanging on towards jungle. And here we go. The retake's going to be on. That smoke. Perfect for top connector. Denying Crucial's jump out. He elects not to. Surreal. Is he going to be the first to peek? He is, and he gets dropped by Poison. A second for him in the round. They have a smoke and a kit on it. They do find the diffuser. Kills going Complexity's way now. 2 players can swing. One can get the defuse. No luck for Crucial. And it came down to the wire, but Complexity make it happen.
Yeah, it got scary a little bit when Rush was found through the smoke with the kit. But 2 smokes on the side of Complexity guaranteed them a very clean retake. Not only was it towards connector, but also on the bomb, and then even had a flash. Absolutely perfectly executed plan from Complexity. The A-split will not prevail from Endpoint. Good pistol round by Poison as well. 4 kills. You need to mention him, and he will be on the AWP from the get-go.
Yeah, right away, right off of CT side. First rifle round, he can get it. Sometimes it's risky to do this, but if you're feeling confident on a map like Mirage, where there's a lot of fade back opportunities and you just sit in CT, little risk and decent reward for him. But in the meantime, Config will go down to Thomas. Is Obo expecting Robin to be this close, and the P250 wins it? Not like this, and Complexity. You can't crumble this quick. Damage dealt to some of the players. Poison has to have a hell of a round, and they're falling off. They know B's empty all the way through. Is Robin with that FAMAS, and Endpoint are going to rotate. Complexity, I think they just save.
Oh, yep. You are absolutely right. They save. You don't want to risk that AWP falling into the hands of Endpoints. And is there a better weapon for Rush to pick up? I'm not exactly sure. M4 is on Surreal, FAMAS on Robin. Just like that, the force bite that works out for Endpoint. They bounce back from that deficit quickly. 1-1. Blowing out Complexity now. Poison will punish anyone trying to be too aggressive, but the damage has been done anyway. It's a force by success on the side of Endpoint. Hold on a second, was it a full eco actually? Because I'm looking at Endpoint's one. That was a full eco round. They just had a couple of pistols and deagles and P250s. I thought they had Kevlar. No, they did not invest.
Yeah, just a couple upgraded pistols. That's it. I think they had a couple flashes. Other than that, not much of anything. And they get the 1D on Config, overwhelm the extra player. Obo gets too aggressive in his solo B adventures. That did affect him a little bit on Vertigo towards his solo, funny enough, B adventures on that map as well. But that's a big one for Endpoint to counter back with. They get a nice chunky buy here. Complexity gonna buy around the op and MP9 saves, so pressure on Poison.
Pressure on Poison, he has the spawn to be aggressive towards that A ramp. He'll do so, but unfortunately no one will cross his scope. Moving on towards middle, using the smoke to turn off that Molotov, and once again in a punishing position. But so far, not able to find any opportunity. The young sniper will continue to go on.
Rush may like to get a ramp control. Essentially has it just without fully committing himself to it. As Poison looks to peek towards the jump up and underpass. Right when he looks away, Surreal appears. Poison taking barely any damage to the wall. Will get the first blood and get out. Now, what's the response from Endpoint going to be here, Maniac?
Well, now the question begins, where did the AWP go? We know he was middle. Do we expect him to rotate towards B or towards A? And the answer to that question will guide you towards the bomb side that you want to attack. Judging by Thomas' movement, I'd say Endpoint anticipate an A presence from the AWP and want to go towards that B bomb side, which is also the great call. We see it on the minimap. No, never mind. Thomas second guessing himself, going back towards that A ramp, and Poison CT spawn with the AWP. Rush might also be in a position to pounce with the MP9. He's close quarter combat, exactly where you want to be. Poison adds the second one onto Robin, not a third one, but he has that information, and BlameF has become virtually invisible.
1 HP for Poison as the molly lands. He just gets the one tick on it. BlameF from default will stop the plant. It's just Thomas now. 37 HP, 1v3. Flash comes over, it misses. The bomb is down in the worst spot, and they will make it happen. Will they get to CT to get the up? No. They just get rifles out of it, but they steal away the round, essentially, on Poison's shots. And a well played from BlameF as well at default.
Yeah, Poison definitely did win that round for his team now. As soon as Rush gets found in the A ramp and Poison shoots from the CT spawn, people become very naive about the third player being hidden on the bomb site. So, as I said, BlameF became invisible. He did elect the right choice, waiting for the bomb plant to pounce, and by doing so, just secured the round for his team. Kershaw hitting Poison through the wall. That's a nice little bit of damage. 45 damage done, and Conflict through the smoke, not able to connect. It's a little bit of a chaotic situation, middle. No team wants to back out.
Robin just defaulting out here, his Endpoint. Config towards Cat. He has no support. Windows smoke. The connector player can't really help him right now. And I think Config just elects to just back it on up. They know window control has been given up, so they can boost in towards Murder Hole and start this long process of coming through on towards A and or B. And Mighty Max will take the challenge. He's going to go ahead, get in towards window, buy time for Crucial to work a pick and connector. Good control early on from Endpoint.
Well, indeed. Middle has been taken. Now, Complexity have to play the line towards the A-bomb side. They have no map control whatsoever, but the information has been gathered. Poison connects onto Robin. Again, BlameF completely invisible. Poison adds a second one with the scout. That's a tremendous job from him. And Mighty Max, although we'll have a lot of fun onto Config. Oh, almost saves him. Call it team play.
Oh, that sucks for Mighty Max. That's the timing couldn't have been worse.
Karma.
Oh man, you just you take your money with your UMP and you run with it. Instead, he tries to get a little extra. He knew the round was over. Complexity will take it though. They save their teammates, and Endpointer go right back down to a buy that funny enough they've won on already. So we'll see if Complexity are going to give them those opening picks. I imagine they might be a bit more reserved, but they're kind of feeling it. They're getting the groove now.
They're in the groove. They truly are. By Complexity, obviously, on the side of Endpoint. Only a couple of Glocks and the Eagle here and there. Not much to do but to hope for 1Ds, the famous ones. Poison absolutely activated. His impact at the beginning of the second half has been tremendous. And it's only fair to give him some of these sweet Glock skills. Rush destroying Surreal. And finally, Obo will spot Crucial.
There we have it. The mop-up will happen. Flawless from Complexity. And here we go. The buy from Endpoint. Robin immediately downgrading just to get that full utility. Could have still had a decent utility set behind the AK, but elects to just go ahead with the Galil. Respectable decision. He knew his teammates wouldn't have any molly or any flashes for the round, so he elects to just be that hero. And Config making the jump up towards Cat. Nice movement. Does it with a rifle on top of it. And it looks like Endpointer's just going to be grouping for an immediate A hit. Rush, good timing on that smoke. I think they want to do a little bit of a cheeky Halls walkout contact pop with Crucial coming out through ramp, but the smoke holds them back. And will Crucial find something here? He's lurking really hard, and Resmoke comes in. Rush loses that fight. Poison, do they know exactly where he is? Poison will get one immediately traded. Blame F and CT. Can he deny the plant? Oboe can certainly get a kill from jungle. And Endpoint just getting picked apart from every different direction. Config from stairs. Complexity are swarming. Their bees coming back to protect their hive, but it's Mighty Max and Crucial trying to still get to the site. Config gets another, and Crucial's left alone. It looks so well the way it started, and it will end in a bloody mess. Crucial give it a chance, but Oboe shuts it down. 5 for Complexity.
Beautiful reaction from Complexity, because when you were considering Crucial's position and how forward he is when he finds Rush, I thought that was it. I thought the bomb site would fall. He was so forward, but Complexity completely understanding the situation, realizing quickly, using the utility to pounce and make a lot of damage before the bomb could get planted. And Blamer from the CT spawn, Config from the Neo position on top of stairs. Very well handled despite losing the entry frag. All lights are green right now for Complexity. Individually, they're all shining. Tactically, they look to be always in the right position. Never really caught by surprise, and this is getting dicey for Endpoint.
Definitely dicey. In this round, they have some armor, looking for some picks. Again, Complexity's just not giving it anything up. Config's going to be playing a nice tight angle. Not quite a Kenny S angle, but you know, it's wide enough so he can adjust. As Blame F is going to be playing top connector. Risky, maybe one and done if they come through, but he's confident in his aim. And Endpoint just looking to do some damage unsuccessfully so far. We are staring down the barrel of 6 for Complexity. And, ooh, Blame F does push forward, and he won't even get one. Poison missing a shot. There's a chance here. The Poison's looking clean. His flick up to the stairs will miss, but his teammates will have it unlock. There we go. 6 for Complexity, only losing Blame F. And he knows why.
There's a sense of confidence that I feel from Poison that I get him play right now. Obviously, I don't know if it's just based on the beautiful half he had, a beautiful start he had in that half, but the way he peaks and re-peaks and peaks again, you do feel like he can hit any of these shots, and he knows it. Like, he abuses his AWP, he abuses Endpoint to the, I want to say, to the point that they have to use every flashes just for Poison. He's so annoying to play against. But now Rush will be a little bit impatient. It's the right timing, and not to. Robin is here for the trade, but he have it, the man. Poison, the demon, behind that wall smoke, but he is not going to be able to find Mighty Max. The angle was too close, and for now, finally, Endpoint in a good position. I say that, though. Config pounces back. And a 2 versus 2. Make that a 2 versus 1. The crosser position is beautiful, and Oboe takes Mighty Max out. Everything just fell down like a custom cards.
And this time, the breeze that knocked it over wasn't a real breeze. It was just Complexity. It was Config locking it out. 13, though, for Poison. Oboe gets his double digits on the board. Mirage, the type of map that Oboe thrives on. And Endpoint stuck to just the breadstick, the one round. And I believe this is their third eco with armor. They've had a couple without armor. And they're going to try to force middle into Poison's loving arms. One player does make it in towards connector, but Poison's going back. He'll catch that player in midair. Good kills from Thomas with the season.
Oh!
But Poison is just not missing. He's got 3. The bomb is down. And if he's going to keep going for more, just Thomas, who would, honestly, I would be even scared to just jump up on the bench. I wouldn't even want to look at Poison, actually, at this moment, because you're not going to be alive for long.
Poison is hitting every shot right now, and he's feeling it, and there you have it. Kill number 4, and already 17 kills, 9 rounds into the second map. He's taking over. He is taking over. He's punishing any... If you show him just a little bit of your hair, he'll take you out. He'll take you down. He's being absolutely magnificent in that second map, and I want to see more of that. I want to see him just being purely aggressive, just being in Endpoint's faces, because right now he's activated, and look at this minimap. They trust him to single-handedly hold the B bomb site, and boy, can he ever.
Oh, I cannot blame them at all. Lurk smoke, that's what the molly's for. Oh, just not deep enough. But hey, if anyone tries to creep on that smoke, he is going to be ready for it, and you're going to have such quick reflexes to beat him right now. As Thomas, tasked with holding the A, push Rush wins that fight with that M4. he will be able to maintain that control, and that allows Complexity to cheat a player over towards B. They know they've given up mid, catwalk's open, and that kill early on gives Config just some leverage. Rotate over, you can play backside and hold cat, and Complexity, what a great setup they're in right now.
Beautiful setup. The double AWP on the B bomb side, like how much of a mind duck is that? If you hear the AWP in the B apps and then you peek from catwalk and there's another one on the bomb side just waiting for you. Like at this point, it's just too much to handle. We'll see Config being tasted by Crucial's peak, not able to be seen. The connection's not quite there, but there you have it. The two AWPs, and on the side of Endpoint, they're committed. They have to go for it. Config will take Mighty Max out. Poison peeking, not able to connect onto Robin. That's Config with a second one. And now a 2 versus 5. Poison is just doing whatever he wants. Crucial alone with the AWP and make it 19. This man is not stopping. He has something to do, somewhere to be, because he wants to close that game.
Doesn't seem fair at this point. He is just popping off. I don't know. I don't know if you're getting more simple vibes or device vibes right now, Maniac. I'm going to throw it back to last weekend. This guy is just having a game, and I can't wait to see once we go back to the land scene if this will transition there. But, man, Endpoint, they are in some trouble. Another round where they're going to have to go down to pistols. It's going to be the 4th or 5th at this point. And they are just, wherever they go, they seem to be running into poison, and that's probably what they're discussing. How do we get away from this guy? Like, do we do a cat split? Like, what do we do? Like,
the problem is, when you're down like this, it's very likely that any decision you make, your opponent is one step ahead. Because it's very easy to, it's very easy to predict the future when you've been winning 7-8 rounds in a row. Because you know, if you're an in-game leader, you know what's the next step is going to be. And when you have Poison that's hitting all his shots, he can basically just decide wherever he wants to go, and he'll have impact. So not only do you need to surprise Complexity, but you probably won't. So your execute needs to be perfect, and we're about to have a test here with the A execute.
Right, and Poison, can they lock it down? Rush is swinging all over the place. He's good for a couple kills, and Blame F is here in support. Mighty Max, attack 9, bomb in hand. He'll get the 1, and Poison's just jumping up. 2 more for him added to his tally. 10-1. Buy will come in from Endpoint here. And I'm assuming that pause was called for not only a quick little eco round scrap, but also specifically aimed at this round here. How do we shut down Poison? How do we avoid him? What can we do to get map control and not get traded? Because it's been a tough go.
And now the triple AWP, just to add insult to injury from Complexity. Rush will even have a little bit of his fun now. Cat will walk by Blame if he's blind, pushed out of his position. Do they realize about him? It does seem like they do, but he doesn't care. Mighty Max will best him with 4 HP left. 4 versus 4, but a ton of damage inflicted to Endpoint.
Down goes the connector smoke. Blame F is gone, but you're right. A lot of damage given to Endpoint to get that trade. They're limping their way through this round now, and so far through Mirage. They group up towards a ramp, looking for an execute. But look who's here. Rush is CT with their op. Like, okay, we can deal with Rush. He'll only get 1 here. And he actually gets a second. They're just peeking Rush now. And Poison's yet to peek from stairs. They're going to be sadly disappointed. But there we go. Crucial's posted. Rush will go ahead. And he's the opper this round. He'll get 4. Doesn't even need Poison to get involved.
This is hurtful. Like, this hurts if you're Endpoint, because you realize that Complexity have switched into the mode of they absolutely do not fear losing against you anymore. Like, this is not even a possibility for them, and it is part of the job description when you go up against a favorite like Complexity, that if you let them run away with the score, at some point they will completely forget about even the possibility of losing against you, and that's when they start hitting all the shots. They start doing whatever they want. Triple AWP on the A side. Who cares? Poison, Rush, and Blame. If everyone is here with the AWP, and it's so hard to get out of that zone.
Well, Robin with a back 10 coming from underpass. Rush using his smoke to make the molly not happen. He'll finally get traded out without getting a kill. Rush has been doing a great job of getting a kill there at least. Not going to happen. Great flash for Blame F, but just too many targets to focus. Config, they now know he's here. And that connector player is about to be in for a surprise. It's Poison. Where's Robin creeping up? They say, don't peek, don't peek. Poison will go down thanks to Robin's flank. And Config are gonna have to just hit some amazing shots. He goes inside. He gets 2. Config can't. That can't even happen. He somehow makes it reality, and Obo gets 1. I don't even know what to say. It's Mighty Max in a 1v2. Config looking the wrong way. Obo's weak and stuck, and Config gets it. I said a miracle is needed, and my gosh, did it happen.
What do you want to do? What more do you need to do if you're Endpoint? Their A execute was almost close to perfection. They've moved in together, they traded efficiently, they've used the utility in a perfect way. Robin kicking in with the good flank, grabbing Poison's AWP, but then Config just disrespects the rule of reality. Hits that impossible collateral through the box, and a 2v4 that completely slips out of Endpoint's hand. Oh my god, that hurts.
I'm feeling my heart, like, while I was commentating that, and it was beating out of my chest. What is everyone just oppers on complexity on Mirage? It's absurd.
It is absurd.
Oh, you're right. You gotta feel for Endpoint. They did everything right. They traded out Rush, forced him to use his utility early. He wasn't able to get a kill. They found Blame F on a good flash, but just too many targets for him to hit. And then Config, and it's just unreal. Everyone's having a round now. Endpoint probably more of a pause to just reel it back in and just take a deep breath, because we know we need it, so they must as well.
I feel like I need a round or two to catch back up and calm my heart, because Config just completely destroyed it with that collateral. And I cannot imagine how it is for Endpoint now. Thomas starting the round in a good way, taking out Rush, who pushed out of APs. A little bit of a reckless move, but, you know, who can fold them? It's 12-1. They're only human after all. Config straight up pushing again in the A apps, has a lot of information, which allows Poison to stay on the B bomb side. And let's see if the traps, or rather if the trap will work out for complexity.
Well, Endpoint, spot on. They get a kill. And Poison, though, is still looming and glooming. He wants Robin to jump up on the bench. Oh, and it happened right when he moved. Full trust in Obo to still continue to hold the B apps. But Endpoint with full mid control can start to split any site on their whim. What do they choose to do? The smoke window, the smoke connector. Blame F may just stick around. Oh, and he lets it no, and he still goes ahead and gets Mighty Max, though. That's got to be upsetting for him. He's going to go ahead and clear out window now. Obo may have some action coming his way here in a sec.
Poison is here. The final bust of Mirage so far with the AWP. Of course he's able to connect. Crucial, we delete Obo, but there you have it. Poison with the number 2. Seeming aggressive. He's not going to be able to make it a third. Crucial well positioned, but Config is coming in already from Catwalk, and that's the bomb on the floor in a 1v1. The Molotov revealing the position. Behemoth, the fragging in-game leader. 8 seconds on the board. The bomb will go down. That's become the man game. Where do we go? Did you already cross? I'm not exactly sure. Surreal picking a more forward position, closing his angle. But now he's doubting himself. Blamef has waited enough for Surreal to be unsure. Where did he go? Did he already exited the window? I don't think he did, but there's a gamble, and there you have it. Surreal plays it to perfection. Round number 2 for Endpoint on the back of a great clutch.
Wow. There you go, Endpoint. They take the site. Poison tries to throw a wrench in the works again, but they maintain 12-2, and the complexity has enough cash to go right back into double ops in the final round. Mighty Max going down to the back 10 probably doesn't feel the best, but hey, they got the rifles and the big hitters. They have the AWP in Crucial's hands, and a third round I'd say is mission critical, to say the least. I was going to use the old funny pun of using a player's name, but hey, not going to fall for that, Maniac. I'm becoming a better man as Blame F looks to continue to hold connector. Boost this time from Config. Just too many smokes.
Too many smokes for Config. He's in the elbow. No, we have it. He didn't. X-ray tricking me. That's Config out of the picture. Obo now with the sole responsibility to hold B. Poison makes it a 23rd, I think it is. It's completely ridiculous. Blame F punishing Surreal's intention to take the window. He'll be a bit more aggressive. Hello, Crucial. You didn't expect me, but I expected you. Meanwhile, Poison, 24. I've just lost count now. It's on to Surreal with 12 HP, and I've said before he had a great clutch, but that's a different type of scenario right now.
at 12 HP, 40 seconds, and right into poison, and your head's gone.
27! 27 kills and a half.
Kills and a half. That is so absurd. And it's still with 3 teammates getting 12. Imagine if Configuration Obo were down to like 5 each. It would be crazy. Like, I don't know what the record is for kills and a half, but Poison's got to be close.
Yeah, he's not close enough. I remember Magisboy on Cobblestone probably wrecking about 30 on one half. That was on the CT side. World Edit, I think, also had a crazy first half in some event, but I don't have such a good memory. Just glimpses of moments in my head. You know, it comes with the age.
Though,
Senility is close to me.
Yeah, in recent memory, though, it's got to be up there, because that is just out of this world, even with his teammates playing great and having clutches of their own. So, wow. How do you stop this man? He doesn't even like really omping on the T side of Mirage, too. So, does he just say, you know what, I'm hitting every shot, I might as well pull it out? It comes down to the pistol here, though, obviously, the old cliche, but it's just reality for Endpoint. They know it. Without this, it's going to be tough.
Now, Rush surfing on top of his teammate's head. The B Rush or B Execute is on the cards for Complexity, Mighty Max, and his teammate with the USP. Thomas right behind him. Oh, it's about to go down. Mighty Max with the USP, and Obo takes him out clean, maybe giving some sort of a bait for Thomas. He has to pray for it. Well, there you have it. Obo just steps on his head.
Well, now they have to retake B in a 2v5. Robin stuck behind a smoke. He may even just get tapped through it, knowing the luck that Complexity have been having. And Robin going to be holding the flank for a sec, buys time for Crucial to get close. They're going to triple peek him catwalk, it looks like. As Crucial trying to get out. Good for one. His teammate's gone. Crucial has to ace. I want to see it. He has the kit. He has the smoke. He has the armor. But can he have the time? No, he's going to save 14 Complexity. The landslide will continue downhill.
Yeah, that's how I picture it. Landslide. I don't know. I see Complexity in the water slide. You know, the water park, just having the time of their life, like whee, just sliding down, and everything is working. And you have that. I don't know what kind of sweets you're eating when you're drinking a nice soda pop or something, having a good time. Complexity is just having a family day right now. And Endpoint, they did put up a great fight on Vertigo. I've seen some great rounds and great approaches, but on Mirage it just does not seem to be enough. 14-2, Complexity firmly installed to grab that 15.
Looks like we're gonna be getting an execute here from Complexity. Rush. The running molly, supposed to go on her balcony, just misses the mark. As Robin is completely smoked off, the typical default smokes allows them to get to the site. The CT smoke did miss, though, so it's a fight Obo has to take, and a fight he'll win. Endpoint, what do you have to retake? 2 smokes, hit at least. Obo goes ahead and gets one more. Blame F gets involved with his Mac 10. Thomas may be in a world of trouble here, and Blame F is not stopping. Mighty Max, 1v4, Deagle in hand. And unless Complexity cheese this up a little bit, it's just not going to happen. It's going to be 15 Complexity.
15 Complexity. They're on a highway to hell. Highway to the danger zone. Highway to all the references you want to use. Complexity have their eyes set on that semi-final. Mighty Max would be able to get a rifle. Might be given that giveaway by Obo. There you have it. Follow an RT and you'll get that AK. That's a good one from Mighty Max. And now, backs against the wall. Endpoint, with all to do. 13 rounds. Let's start with 1. Take it 1 round at a time.
Early smoke towards window from Complexity. And Endpoint are taking the fight to them towards mid. That nade, a little too deep to hit Config, but it's hit his teammates. Surreal, does he have any luck on her balcony? Just putting back to the smoke to face Crucial. Poison will follow it up. Double entry from him with the AK. Mighty Max so low in towards jungle. That molly is going to keep him at bay. I think he's even stuck in that cubby, and they know it. Yeah, that'll do it. The molly of Obo finds it. Just Thomas with a mag 7. We've seen some crazy things, but this would be top of the list for this game.
It would be, and for the sake of it, I'll give Thomas the benefit of the doubt. Max 7 a smoke, a minute and 8 seconds to play with, and Complexity just toying with their food, really, just like the cat and the mouse, having a good time. Now he's been spotted. They're not even gonna take him out of his misery. Come on, that's not great. That's not what you should do. Just be gentlemen. Just take him out. No, they just want this game to be a bit longer.
I guess so. They're gonna get the plant. Oh, hello. Okay, Thomas, just 2 more of those. Just 2 more shots like that. He knows Blame F's on the head angle. Ooh, nice damage dealt, but yeah, rush from default. That's gonna do it. 16-2. We've seen some madness, and what an absolute crazy match on Mirage. Happy to be a part of it, though. What Complexity is just showing why they like playing Mirage, and I think it was put on perfect display there.